Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Download the Uplift 2024, the last episode. Dane Davis Snow, here we go. It's a party.
What up, man?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Download the Uplift. As you can see by both of our backgrounds, if you're watching on YouTube or Spotify, it's a party.
So you let's see. We had some job changes as usual. So you're the confetti cleaner.
Yeah, each individual piece. I'm out there. Lysol.
Oh my god. Well, look, there's going to be a lot of confetti cleaners out there in the United States and all over the world.
So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Hey, so we just came off our Christmas episode, and we're actually filming this on the same day, but we did a costume change. If you could tell, Dane is ready to party because he wears his sunglasses at night. And yo, if you know anything about Jon Snow and the history of me, I got the eye black on, which means something bad's gonna happen.
I remember the parties. I remember the parties we had in Vegas.
Dude, I used to go to like PTs with this on, like the bar, man. Yeah, I'll tell you what, man. 2018 was a wild year, bro.
But good times for sure.
Yeah. Hey, listen, it's just a chapter in our book, bro. So, New Year's Eve. How are you, my friend? How do you feel? It's the end of the year. It's our 25th episode. How do you feel about everything in 2024? What's going on, man?
I feel good, man. Like honestly, the past couple of years. I mean, like from before I met you, like a year or two before that, all the way until now, there's been like huge changes in my life, and for honestly, most of it's for the better. You know, like I've just gone down a path of like, you know, finding where I can build a future and all that stuff. So I'm super thrilled about that. There's struggles and all kinds of stuff to be had along the way, but you know, I'm just appreciative of where I'm at now versus, you know, where I was mid-20s.
That's fair.
Yeah, and you know, there's certain things I'm still trying to work out, but you know, I'm happy about it, man.
Well, yeah. I'll tell you one thing.
How are you feeling for the New Year's, man?
Oh, I'm feeling great, dude. I think it's crazy because me moving all over the country and my year in Lubbock, which is basically 2024, was great. It was awesome. I think it was, it's where this podcast started. It's where I got into a bunch of mental health stuff that I talk about at length, which is so beneficial. And I think it would. Hey, did I mention journaling? It's been a couple episodes. Make sure you journal, kids.
We haven't mentioned journaling, and you know, the past 2 episodes we haven't done a tiki check.
Oh well, there's journaling, and let's get a tiki check.
Always got to have it.
Well, what's in the other cup?
This is the good water. And this is the naughty water.
Oh, yo! I just realized that you are the party master, naughty or nice. And for the Christmas podcast, you were the list checker, naughty or nice, right?
List master.
Yeah. How do you, as a party master, what do you determine what's naughty or nice?
Well, you know, the major difference between the two is the list master. If you're nice, then you get on the list, right?
Mm-hmm.
But with the party master, if you're naughty, then you're on the list, right?
Oh, spicy. Yeah, man.
You got to be nice for Christmas, but then after that, it's all fun and games.
Well, we're gonna go over a couple things, man. Some comical times in New Year's history. What to expect next year with the channel. But real quick, bro. I mean, I just want to touch on the fact that I was at my gym yesterday, and I look up at the news, dude, and they have like the little ticker of financial stuff.
Mhm.
Dude, Bitcoin yesterday is at $107,000, man. And I just thought we had to like reflect on that. Like in 2015, I remember I lived in Vegas, and I remember it hit 10 grand, and people were like, yo, that's it, bro. Sell now. I bought a Raptor. I remember I was in like EMT school. I didn't last, but the guy's like, yeah, bro, I cashed in, got a Raptor.
Yeah.
And people thought that was it. It dived back down. And then obviously 2021, when it hit 65 grand, people were like, yo, this is crazy. And then it dropped. But bro, it's on another run. I was like, dude, 107 grand. What do you think? Bitcoin.
When it comes to Bitcoin, I'm so upset, man. I wanted to farm Bitcoin when it was like first getting talked about, like in niche areas of online, and like no one was really talking about it. Everyone thought like it's stupid. I was wanting to mine it, but I just didn't have the money for it. But I should have just done it. Should have just bought a graphics card, or bought like a system that has a decent graphics card in it, and just started mining Bitcoin. Because I'd probably have at least like, not tens of Bitcoin, like a couple hundred Bitcoin.
Oh,
dude, I was one of the guys when Bitcoin went up to, like the 60,000 or whatever. I was like, okay, that's it. Like, it's time to go up, and and I was proven wrong multiple years, and I just look back and I'm like, well, if I bought in even after the 60,000 initial spike, like I'd be making a bunch of money right now. But now I look at it and I'm like, surely not. Surely it's not going to go up. Surely it's not going to double, or just like, I don't know, 20x or whatever in value from here. Surely not.
Well, I mean, right now there's no
But
way.
It will, because I'm
hit
not
$1 million. That's what Ken thinks. Ken, he's like, dude, it's going to $1 million.
It will.
Maybe not now, but in 10 years, it's gonna hit $1 million. So it's like, and Ken's really smart with loot and stuff. We're gonna have him back on. I was talking to him about it. He's like, bro, why haven't I been back on? I'm like, I got you, Papa. We need a financial, because honestly, he'd be great to talk to us about this. But yeah, bro, 100%. Like, what do you think? It's just gonna fall off now? So
no, as far as like cryptocurrencies are here to stay, and Bitcoin is one of them that is here to stay. It's not the most valuable as far as what it can do, but it's the most valuable because people are holding it, so people determine that value. But am I going to buy Bitcoin and then make some kind of return on profit when it hits $1 million? Probably not. So, because I'm an idiot.
Well, you know what's even more valuable than Bitcoin? The Haktua coin. That's going to the moon. Yeah. All I know is, honestly, bro, like, listen, Final Cut with you with Premiere, or dude, especially what's their audio thing? I can't even think of it.
Pro Tools,
Pro Tools. Like, yo, you had to learn it, and you had to sit down, dude. The fact that I haven't sit down and just educated myself about crypto in general, I think it's a huge disservice, because that and AI are the future, like, hands down. Like, yo, why don't you watch a YouTube thing for free instead of watching Sopranos again? Like, so I need to definitely educate myself and at least get somewhat familiar. Like, I don't even get how it works. Like, you just start your own coin. Like, could we start a download the Uplift coin?
Yeah, like you can start. You have to have some kind of and I'm not experienced with any of this stuff, but you have to have some kind of an infrastructure, a blockchain set up for your crypto coin. But your coin itself doesn't really have to do anything, and that's just like the meme tokens or whatever. They don't do anything. And then, it's just, at the end of the day, it's marketing. You get a bunch of influencers to back it, tweet about it, get excited about it, and then people buy it, and then usually it's a pump and dump, it's a rug pull, and then everyone gets shafted. But like you would have to you'd have to be able to know how to set up that infrastructure, the blockchain, to facilitate the purchase of your coin at the very least.
That's fair.
And then if you can figure out how to make it actually useful, then it's something that can have future value for like, actual financial transactions and all that. So
I just want to point out the fact that I got so distracted by the fact that your snowman now is wearing sunglasses.
Yeah.
So
he's chilling.
I didn't know he got down like that. It's very appropriate. He's partying as well on New Year's Eve. Well, I don't know, man. Download the Uplift coin coming in 2025. Make sure you to the moon. Buy us Ferraris.
I look, and if I am in the future involved with a scam for a Bitcoin, then this is not going to age well. But I'm never going to be involved in some like fucking rug pull scheme. I just don't want to do it. It's so scummy for
don't we look like people you could trust? Look at us.
I don't think we'd ever do that. Like we totally are people that you could trust, but that's probably why we're never going to do it.
No, I know. Oh my gosh, imagine like robbing people. It's a nightmare.
No, but just never even make a coin, because like I don't even want to accidentally
2025 people. DTU coin.
Well, John's releasing the coin. I'm off to the side.
Full endorsement by Dane.
Yeah.
Hey, I just wanted to take a second, and I had to share as we reflect on 2024. This is only episode 25 because we got started in June or May.
Yeah. It was fairly early in the year.
May.
Yeah, I think it was either April or May, but I think it was May.
Yeah, so just to reflect on this year, I wanted to share with I got a thing from YouTube for our numbers for the year, and I thought it was kind of cool. So let's bring that up. So that's a wrap for 2024. Here's a look back at how you've grown as a creator. Remember to celebrate, share your highlights, and thank your community for the support. So 61 new subscribers, almost 48,000 views, 232 uploads, 705 likes, 146. I don't know. I don't know why this is all black and what it looks like that, but we just want to thank all of you for almost 48,000 views and the 61 new subscribers. I think that's really cool.
Yeah,
and there's more to come.
Yeah, no, for sure. I'm excited about 2025. For multiple reasons. I think it's going to be a good year. There's a lot of stuff developing, and then we're doing this podcast. I think that's going to grow. We're going to get better at it. We're not going to talk about Chipotle commenter. If you're still there, he's not here. But
nope.
But yeah, like I'm excited about it, man. Every YouTuber that I watch, or any podcast or anything, it takes a couple of years for sure to get the momentum, and just even to like have like this skill development of talking on camera and all that. It's really weird when you do it for the first time. So
1,000%. Oh my gosh, go even listen to episode 1, and that was only 6 months ago. Like, hi, I'm reading off a paper. Welcome to the podcast. Yeah. Detailed, color-coded notes and stuff.
Yeah, now we're barely prepared, and
I think. Well, I was gonna say what to expect for the end of the episode, but let's hop right into it. Yeah, I think that both Dane and I are way more relaxed. We're definitely. I mean, dude, my whole thing was I'm not gonna talk about politics. I'm not gonna talk about controversial stuff. But why not just be human, bro? If you don't like me, and what I say doesn't necessarily reflect on what Dane thinks and what Dane thinks doesn't reflect on what I think, bro. I think we just want to deliver entertaining content, and I think that I'm definitely gonna lack, like, at least me. I'm gonna be like, dude, I'm just gonna speak my mind on stuff because I don't know, why not? Who cares? Why, if we're gonna do it now, and that's just like anything as it evolves. So, yeah, there's like when we talked about the not UMC, the shooter dude, the insurance guy, yeah, and I have no problem getting a little deeper into some stuff. But yeah, I think what to expect. And also, bro, on the channel, we got some funny stuff lined up too, just to get some people here that will get people listening to the podcast. We got some interesting stuff. So more entertaining stuff than just me talking to the camera. As much as you guys love seeing me sit and talk to the camera, talk about ChatGPT things on mental health, we got some fun videos lined up. And 2025 to the moon.
No, I agree, man. Just, you know, trying out different things and just, yeah, being ourselves. You know, I think a lot of people sometimes think I'm being like too nice or whatever, but my opinions are usually like somewhere on the fence anyway, which people hate. People hate it when you're offensive.
I know. Yeah, we were. No more. No more.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm comfortable with sharing my opinions, but a lot of them are yes, this is true, but also kind of a deal. And yeah, you know, it's how I've always been. Yeah, I know. People hate it.
Pick a side.
Yeah. Forget about the other evidence. Just focus on one.
That's it.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I think that when things are natural and you're just yourself, people like that. You know?
For sure.
I don't know. We'll see. Once again, whatever I say does not reflect Dane's opinions, or don't download the Uplift Industries. I'm like, yeah.
And whatever fence I'm on does not reflect any kind of fence that John's on.
That's it. Yeah. Yo, so what I gotta bring it up. Well, this isn't anything controversial at all, but do you remember one of your best well, first of all, let's talk about New Year's Eve. Let's talk about it, man.
Yeah. It is the New Year's Eve episode, so
what do you think? Do you remember one of your best New Year's Eves and one of your worst? Comment down below one of your best memories from New Year's Eve, or your worst or your best.
Or your worst.
I know it's hard.
I've had a lot of good New Year's Eves, but the one I always remember pretty vividly was when I first got here to the United States. So I was 7 at the time, and it was the craziest thing. We got to the US, and it was almost Christmas time, so it was, I think it was like a couple of weeks or whatever before Christmas, if that. So we got right into the holiday season here, and then we went to, you know, a friend's Christmas party, huge mansion, like, you know, awesome place. But I just remember everyone being very scared of Y2K.
Bro, I can't believe you just said that. It's literally one thing I want to bring up. Y2K. Oh, that's so funny.
Because here's the thing. Like, I'm a kid from Africa, and I'm not saying like people in Africa have heard of Y2K before, you know, before it happened, which it didn't happen, but you know what I mean. But I was a kid from Africa. Like, it wasn't really spoken about. You know, it was like maybe brought up a little bit, and so when I got here and people were talking about it, I was like, "What's Y2K?" And they're like, "You mean you don't know the world's just about to end?" And I was like, "No." So I remember that one pretty vividly. It's where you know, it's the year that I met a lot of family friends and friends that would be, you know, close to us for years to come, and some friends that still are to this day, like really close family friends of ours. Very exciting, and also just very different, being in a completely different country and the world ending.
Dude, that's so crazy you brought it up. Yeah, man, that's got to be it, right? Everyone's like, so what was the whole deal? Like I remember from the movie Office Space or whatever. So basically, all banking or all software ended in 2 digits, not 4. So people thought like it couldn't go from 99 to 0, or everything would just master reset, and we'd have a massive blackout. Yeah, I was a young kid too. Actually, I was like, dude, I don't know about this.
Yeah, so it was the way the programs were written. It was only meant to store 2 digits on the year. So their whole thing was like, oh well, when it goes to 00, all the software might think that it's 1900 instead of 2000. And what a lot of people, a lot of the legitimate concerns, and this is something that actually did get addressed and had to be changed. Like they had to convert from a 2-digit year to a 4-digit year. Was for like accounting softwares and just like general like business practices and everything. Like anything that was data entry to do with a business would have gotten messed up from a two-digit 2-digit system versus like a 4-digit system for the year. But then that evolved into like computers are going to crash and like the whole network's going to go down because it can't handle it. And then that evolved into, well, what if that goes down and then all the nuclear missiles just launch spontaneously? What if?
Yeah.
Even though a lot of nuclear weapons are mainly analog computers, but it's like how everything is these days. When like one legitimate concern happens, then you have all the other people chiming in and blowing it out of proportion. So
See that? Chimer-inners. See that? No bueno. Yeah, that was a crazy time. I mean, we were too young to know how, but that's, I think when people were introduced to preppers and stuff like that, but there's still plenty of preppers. I got a bunch of dry food, shoot, from 20, I got on like on eBay before 2020 or something. Who knows?
Prepping was I think the first time that got really or it became a huge thing was during the Cold War, because everyone was afraid of nuclear fallout and
there's a nuclear bomb. Just hide under your desk. You'll be all right. I think that's what they had to do, man. Crazy. Just do this. Brace. It's like,
tuck your head between your knees and kiss your ass goodbye.
Right.
That's the brace position.
I had a when I first moved to Las Vegas, my roommate and I at the time, we went on to the Vegas Strip for New Year's Eve. First of all, I just want to clear up some misconceptions about Las Vegas. Anyone that thinks it's like, oh, it's like Miami, it gets cold there. Like dude, I remember we had full gloves, scarves, like beanies, and it was cold on the Strip in January. But we went there, and I thought it was our first year, so I'm glad we did it. We actually did it for a couple of years, but it's all tourist, and it's all because I was trying to start a USA chant. I was like, USA, US, and the guy's like in French. He's like, I'm like, so couple things. It's a lot. It's very touristy, and there's a lot of people from different countries that come to Vegas for New Year's Eve. I don't know. But yeah. I want to point out a cringy time that I did this. I hung out with this bartender from some Mexican restaurant, and I thought she was feeling me. So like it was like 3, 2, 1, Happy New Year, and I went right in for the New Year's kiss and got rejected so hard. I was like, like I think she either gave me the cheek or like the. I was like, dang, we were holding hands and stuff. I thought this was gonna happen, but so yeah. That was a pretty cringy moment. I don't remember what her name was. I think she's got a husband and kids, so God bless you. But yeah, that New Year's kiss, man. There's so much pressure for the New Year's Eve kiss, right?
Yeah. Oh, look, I don't even like try do that usually unless it's unless I've got a girlfriend. So that's where I do the New Year's kiss thing, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's
the first kiss
the tradition. Yeah. So, but I may have had like one or two New Year's kisses that like were just from someone who wasn't my girlfriend. So
Yeah.
But yeah, that like most of the time it's just I'm in a relationship, so yeah. I've never like sought it out basically.
Have you ever done the strip for New Year's Eve?
Yeah, I think it was New Year's. I always get some of the because it's like fireworks on both days. I always get some of the parties that we've had mixed up with like 4th of July and New Year's because I just remember fireworks most of the time. But yeah, I think we did New Year's on the strip, and we also did New Year's on Fremont Street, and that was pretty fun.
See, that's a different animal, man. That dude, you want to talk about the freaks come out? That's freaking New Year's Eve on Fremont.
Street.
I'm trying to find.
Wasn't as bad as it might be today, but I don't know. I haven't been to a New Year's on Fremont Street recently, so actually two New Year's ago, I was with Stefana. I was working. And after I got done working, I was just doing like some live sound for a gig. We just hung out downtown. We did Atomic Liquor. We weren't on Fremont Street. We avoided that, but we did all of Fremont Street East, and it was fun.
If you're watching on Spotify, turn your phone sideways, or YouTube, you can see this is a far away demonstration, but the cool thing about Vegas is all the hotels, or a lot of them, put up fireworks. So this was New Year's Eve. Look, all over the valley, just people lighting off fireworks.
Yeah. That's another thing. Like, there's so many fireworks to go off, especially I want to say like 6 years ago. No one cared.
No, oh my gosh, light them up, and like the big ones that like shoot up and explode.
Yeah, it's like if you were driving on the highway, you just like every direction.
Honestly, dude, here's the thing about New Year's Eve, because I worked in the service industry for a while, and it was kind of like if you did that, usually you were working New Year's Eve. Yeah, like you doing like entertainment, whether you're playing music or or setting up sound or something. I'm sure you're busy a lot of it too. So honestly, like I'm trying to think of like a time when I actually went out and was like, "Yo, we're gonna get dressed to the nines," and it's kind of like, I don't know, man. I don't want to call it amateur hour, but I don't know. I've like, dude, there one time I just sat on my buddy's couch, like that one. I was completely sober. That video I took, and I was like, "Oh, I got the news on. Okay, it's cool. Happy New Year." But I think the big thing about New Year's is the fact that it's a new year, which brings us to our quote of the week.
Wait a
Oprah
minute.
Winfrey.
Wait a minute.
Take it away.
You're saying New Year's is a new year? What?
Go ahead, Papa. Tell us what our girl Oprah has to say for our quote of the week. Happy New Year's, everybody.
Okay. All right. Cheers to a new year. Another chance for us to get it right.
Right. Which brings us to New Year's resolutions. How do you feel about them? Are you making any this year? What's the deal?
Oh boy. This is New Year's resolutions. I think they're such a funny topic because it's like everyone who goes to gym regularly hates January. Because you have all the people who are like, I'm going to go to gym, I'm going to lose weight, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, and it's like, okay, we'll see you in there for a month or two, and then we'll see you the year after as well.
A month or two, a week or two.
Yeah, I'm giving. There's one guy probably doing it a month or two. It's
if you make it to 2 months, then you're in. You're locked in.
Yeah, I don't know. I've done like 6-month gym stints and then bailed out.
All right, that's fair.
Yeah, I got to get back into it one day, but like I don't know if I'll ever make it to being a regular. But it's just like I think it's great people want to make a change in their lives and they do a New Year's resolution, and it's tradition and everyone has it. I think it's cool to think about it. It's like we were talking about with the Christmas one. This time of year is like a good time of year to reflect. It's like a good time to consider the people around you, the people you love, and then also reflect on what you're doing and trying to figure out like how can I do better? How can I improve myself? I think that's great, and it's something that there's probably quite a few people that benefit from doing New Year's resolutions as long as they take it seriously. But but I think a lot of them as well. It's sort of like, well, I have to make a resolution because I have to do better than this year, and then but they never follow it. So me personally, I've sometimes done a New Year's resolution. Other times I'm just like, yeah, whatever. It's like I think of New Year's for me. It's like reflect. It is reflecting on what happened over the year. Trying to be appreciative of it, and just being around people you care about, which
Look
is
at this
basically
guy, man.
every
He's so grateful.
holiday.
Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, dude, have a little time for yourself, huh? Jeez, he's like, I just really like to reflect and be thankful. I mean, I heard this from him on Thanksgiving. I get it. It's Thanksgiving. Christmas, I get it. But yo, this is New Year's Eve, baby. New Year's Day. Nobody's working on New Year's Day.
Except for everyone who's working.
Enough reflecting. Have some whiskey.
Well, yeah, and I do have that as well.
I like the New Year's resolution thing. I think people like it because it's the tribe mentality, and also kind of like we're in this together. And I also want to note, because I go to the gym, just so to be healthy and not be a complete slob. And listen, dude, I welcome it. Whenever I see people that are severely out of shape, dude, come on in, man. And hey, listen, the New Year's resolution people, come on in. I hope you stick with it. I despise, first of all, I don't like people that are jerks anyways, but especially for people that are trying to improve themselves, like, this guy's only, he's chugging along in the treadmill. Hey, man, he's in there, though. So I say keep it up, everybody at Planet Fitness.
Planet Fitness, yeah, singling them out. No, I agree, man. I think that it's great. It's great for people to want to make a change, and we've talked about it before in podcasts. It's like you have the false starts. Everyone has it. Like you maybe for 5 years you go like I'm gonna go to the gym regularly, or I'm going to start a diet, or I'm going to learn something new, or like whatever. I'm going to have a hobby, go exploring, whatever it is. And there's always false starts. So what I said about New Year's resolutions is not to discourage people from trying. It's just there are a lot of kind of like, oh yeah, I'll throw this out there, and maybe I'll go and join a gym or whatever. But I'm going to quit because I'm not really that into it. So I guess it's like, if you're going to have a New Year's resolution, try to think of something that you really want to do, like you're really serious about, just to give yourself a fair shot at making a change.
I agree. Or find ways to keep you motivated in that goal that you have. So say you want to get in shape, like, all right, dude, I want to lose 5 pounds. Like, start small. I don't know, anything to keep you. Or if you like gained a bunch of weight, find a picture when you were skinny and make yourself stare at it every day. Like every Sunday, I weigh myself and I write on the mirror how many pounds before 180 I have, and I have to stare at it every Sunday in the mirror. So like stuff like that. Anything you can do to motivate yourself. I think, I don't know, do you have any specific like resolutions you want to make on air for everybody to hear, unless everybody is going to hold you to it?
This year and many years, I've wanted to make so many changes in my life. Like I'm trying to figure out some health stuff right now. I guess the New Year's resolution would be, keep trying to figure that out, but also sticking with it. Because I've tried a clean diet. I've tried like so many different things, and I think the one thing people need to realize or just hear more often is like everyone's different. Everyone's body is different. So like if you are worried about like something to do with health or something to do with like your appearance or whatever it is, it's very difficult because you have to figure out what works for you to get the goals that you want. And hopefully they're your goals that you want, not other people's goals. I want there to be more good days than bad days where I'm not trying to do something like as simple as doing some cleaning around the house or whatever without feeling like I'm gonna pass out and feel dizzy and all that stuff. Like that's what's going on with me right now, and it's difficult. It's difficult to deal with. I don't know any underlying cause or anything like that, but it's basically like hypoglycemia. I'm trying to figure out like what's the trigger. It's probably, my guess is that it's diet, and I just need to figure that out. And yeah, it sounds so simple, but anyone who's going through that, like you probably instantly know, like it's a very crazy thing to try and diagnose. That's a bit of my life right now. It's like I'm trying to do my business. I'm trying to study and like do all this stuff, but some days like I can barely do a couple hours of something without just feeling super dizzy and just out of it. But I'm making steps. I've learned some things recently that I think are helping. So that would be my thing. It's just figure out a way to get yourself back to normal, so that you can achieve the goals that like I've set out to achieve this year and years prior. So yeah.
Oh dang, I didn't know that, man. You gotta be taking care of yourself for sure. Oh man, what a nightmare. Blood work and yeah. No, dude, health comes first, bro. Oh my goodness. I think, dude, you like, I know you pretty well, just like you know me pretty well. I mean, you just had a large list of stuff, but I think definitely concentrate on your health first. If there's a resolution, it's like, okay, figure out why I'm getting lightheaded. Like that should be the resolution. That's it.
Yeah.
But and then if it's something else away from that, be like, I don't know. My resolution is to catalog every piece of tech you have. I think that'd be a good. I mean, I don't know, because I know you got a lot of cool stuff. Be like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
there's so much that I've wanted to do. Like when we were doing studio work, and I don't know what like the cause was at the end of the day, but when we were doing studio work and I was like having those times, right, I just had to go home because I wasn't feeling well.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And it's like it hypoglycemia causes like heart palpitations, causes all the symptoms that I was having. You can faint from it. You can have a seizure. You can have like all kinds of stuff from it. So I don't know if it was always that, but I think more than likely it was. Like since I've been monitoring my blood sugar, I'm not having heart palpitations basically at all, but I still get the moments of dizziness and fatigue and all that stuff. And it's just, it sucks, man. Like I'm a person who wants to go out and do things. I want to work. I want to work physically and mentally. Like that's what stimulates me. That's what gets me going. When your body is like in the state and you don't know what to do with it and you don't know what it is really, it's like sometimes you could just do something for an hour and it's not even doing anything physical. You're like studying, you're reading up about something, and all of a sudden your blood sugar just plummets, and like you get brain fog, you get all this stuff. Like I'm not even functioning properly at that point. So it's just something I want to get past in my life. I want to get to the point where like I said, there's more good days than the bad ones, and hopefully just no bad days, and I just figure it out with my diet or whatever it is, and then I can just focus on what I want to focus on and not focus on keeping blood sugar up.
Oh, geez, that's some heavy stuff, man. One day at a time, bro. Yeah, I like when you work out, they say it's 80-20 diet to get in shape. So I'm sure with something like that, it's probably diet so much. But I don't know, man. Possibly sit down with a nutritionalist. But how about the fact that I'm staring down? I bought one of these big, giant, writable calendars to stare at on my desk.
Yeah.
It starts January 2025, right? Then it says Acco Brands 2023. I don't know. That was kind of dude.
Yeah.
I think.
Well, look, we started out with party glasses and everything. I feel like I brought it down a bit, but
just a bit. Jeez. All right.
All right, but you know what?
Get the party.
All right. Well, okay. What's your New Year's resolution? And hopefully it's not.
Jeez.
Hopefully it's not like mine was. But
no, I don't know. I love where 2024 has brought us. I think reflecting before you make these resolutions is so important. Just like all the mindful stuff I've talked about at length for how many videos did we upload or hours of content? But for real, reflect on the year, everybody. Don't just be like, I want to look good. I want a 6-pack. Like, dude, okay. I think I want to really concentrate on just releasing fun. Oh my gosh, dude, my nieces, this is kind of off subject, dude. They follow YouTube channels. You know where the money is? It's kids' YouTube stuff. It's literally a lady playing with a stuffed animal. 20 million views. I'm like, oh my goodness. Like, but I definitely want to concentrate on making just more fun content and just like stuff that I enjoy doing, because honestly, I think it's what I just got to start. Just like we did with the podcast, like the videos we talked about, that they're in the works. It's different because when you make videos that aren't just staring at a camera, you got to get the GoPro set up. You got to have different angles. You have to learn how to do commentary. So I want to up my game with videos. But honestly, like one solid thing I want to do by the end of 2025, because I'll be 40, I want to know a legit strategy, how my situation, what I need to buy a good amount of land. I want to know, like, I want to have sat down with a banker, be like, all right, your credit's pretty good, blah, blah, blah. This is what you need. This is what you're going to have to do, just to at least have a game plan, because I want land, bro. I don't even care about the house. I want land, even if it's like just like 15 acres, just so I have my own little kingdom. At least know, like, hey, bro, you're 5 years out from this. You got to have this much money. Hey, this is the plan. I just want a game plan. That's what I really want in 2025. Videos and land.
Yeah. Well, I agree. Land's always a crazy one, because there's a bunch of places in Arizona that are selling, and they're great prices. Like, so some of it is like $1,000 per acre. So something like that. So it's pretty good. Like, you get 40 acres for 40,000. But it's how developed are they, and what are you going to do with the land and all that stuff. Like, hopefully you buy land, and then a couple of years later it starts getting developed, and then 10 years down the road or whatever, they buy the land from you, or you build your own house and just have this amazing property like that's developed, or you can sell it.
Man, we should have Ken on for this, because he would be like, well, Where's the water? Where's the electricity for this Arizona?
No,
Like, he was, like, cut it
yeah.
apart.
And that's what I'm saying. Like you can buy land that has none of that, and it's super cheap. And then maybe in 10 years it'll get developed, or maybe 5 years or whatever. So that to me is like, that could be a decent investment. You spend 40,000, everything gets developed. You get the water, you get the electricity, and then you can build a house there. Hopefully, you don't have to grade the land too much, but you can build a house there for, I don't know, let's say another 40,000 or 60,000. Yeah, then you got like a decent property.
Well, come see me when I finish my resolution. I'll tell you exactly how to buy land for me.
Well, no, dude, I'm actually that'd be awesome. Like just do a throwback to this podcast like a year from now, and then be like, this is what I've learned.
Hey, Dane, was there anything else about New Year's?
Other than my downer of a resolution, yeah, it's just.
Do you have any fun resolutions?
Yeah, well, the real resolutions are this: get started on this YouTube channel that I've been wanting to do for 10 years, and just kick ass at my business. Nothing standing in the way anymore. Study, get my electrical license, do installations. Just 2025. I just want it to be like the year where everything just blows up and comes together. So,
Do you remember like how optimistic everyone was in January 2020? We're like, yo, it's a new digit. It's like 2020 is gonna be the best year. Dude, I can't even like watch some shows when they're all like masked up. I'm like, oh, that was such a horrible time. So talk about a Debbie Downer, here I am. But no, 2025, knock on wood. I feel good.
Yeah. Let's
Hey, the future is kind of what you make it too, though. If it's in your control when it comes to the gym or your business, or me trying to buy some stuff or organize my life at 40 years old, it's a lot of it sometimes is in your hands, and how much effort you want to put in. So
you can't help what happens to you, but you can help how you react to it. So
wow, huh? Listen to this guy. Make him the quote of the week. Get out of here, Oprah. Oh man. But hey, Dane, for the last time of 2024, was there anything else?
Everyone have fun out there. Be safe.
Uber, Lyft, don't drive messed up. Don't be a jerk.
And enjoy your New Year's Eve. Enjoy the new year. Everything's going to be great. I know a lot of people are worried. We won't harp on that.
Go ahead, man. There's no more fencing. Say whatever you want, bro. I think it's gonna be a great year next year.
Yeah. Not like some people are worried, but the thing is, we're all gonna be here. We're gonna be good. Just keep focusing on what you're doing, what you want to get achieved, and all that. And yeah, it's gonna be a great year.
Love it.
Keep your head up.
And my final words: download the Uplift, guys. Thank you to the 61 new subscribers this year. 2025 is gonna be a whole different vibe. We're coming out guns blazing, uncensored.
Download the Uplift, uncensored.
Yeah, bro. We're just gonna have some cool stuff for you guys on this channel, and like Dane said, he's gonna have his own stuff going on, which I love. I wholeheartedly support. And Texas Tech, I can't remember who they're playing in. I think the Liberty Bowl, but wreck them. Hopefully they get the dub. Let's see here. Hank Williams Jr. Why do you drink?
At least Hank Williams Jr.'s leg and guitar.
Yeah, his crotch is in the back of my head. That's a little weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I think, hey, bro, the future is bright. If you're listening to this, the future is bright, my friends. It's gonna be a great year. Work hard, pray, go to the gym, love your family, be cool, be creative, journal. And 2025 is gonna be one for the books, right, Dane?
Yeah, man. Maybe I'll even journal one day.
Oh, I don't want to lie for New Year's. This is one thing I need.
And I
All
yeah,
right, guys.
just so everyone knows, I actually can sing decently, but just not that song.
You know what else you can do? You can growl. Yo. All right. That's a wrap for
But
2024.
what John said. Thank you so much for watching this podcast, subscribing, commenting, even the Chipotle guy. You know who you are. Hopefully, we'll talk about more interesting things in 2025, and I know we will. So.
Yeah. And we're being uncensored. No more fencing from this guy, from this side of the screen, at least. I don't care. I'll tell you anything. You don't like it? Buzz off.
Everything on this side, it's all offenses, baby.
Everything on that side, very neutral.
Yeah. Hey, look, devil's advocate. We can get someone, get a guest in who's the opposite of you, and then I'll just be in the middle, just like, hey guys, it's all
Crossfire.
good. Yeah. It's like, hey man.
Yeah. Well, screw you, man.
Yeah. I'll just literally be in the middle. I'm like, it's all good, man.
Hey, bro, it's cool.
Don't worry about it.
Oh, dang. All right. Before we say goodbye, where's the corny joke? All right, guys. Well, that wraps up. Download the Uplift for 2024, a place where when we fall, yo, we gonna pick you up. We'll talk to you next year.
Later, guys. See you next year.
Later.